Hey everyone, welcome back to this channel. So last week I showed you guys finally, the new member of the family, my boy's forest dragon. Man, I seriously can, I still can't believe it that I actually made a, basically a dream come true for me. Because I mean, it's been more than a decade since I found out about this species. And I'm really happy that I actually got one right here with me. So, I wanted to give you guys basically the story of how everything went, and there isn't much information about them. So basically everything that I'm dealing with him, I want to share it because once they become much more popular, a lot of people are gonna have a lot of questions, and trust me when I tell you that like you need to be prepared, especially mentally, because to spend so much money on just one reptile, you really need to to know what you're doing, and making sure that everything is gonna be good. Because for example, when I got him, the very first day, I knew that it was okay for him not to eat, and but I still wanted to make sure, because like I said, there isn't much people dealing with him, with that kind of species. And the very first day I was like, I'm still gonna ask just in case they say yeah he might eat, and that's what happened. And it was obvious that he did not want to eat. Now I didn't want to try too much, because the last thing that you want to do with any reptile that you get when it's new, you don't want to stress them out too much, because reptiles can stress so much to the point where they will actually starve to death. And with something like this, something like a boy's forest dragon, that is the last thing that I wanted. One day, the very first day he didn't eat, it was completely fine. The second day I tried again, he didn't eat. And then the third day, it kind of looked like he was about to eat, but he didn't go for it, and I got a little bit about it. So right there I was pretty sure, like he's finally gonna eat, but no, he didn't. And after 3 days I was like, okay, like I'm starting to get a little bit concerned, but like I said, you have to be mentally prepared for basically how everything is happening. Because I knew that he was okay. He was very alert, like very, very alert. As soon as I would sit right in front of his tank, he would just stare at me. And as soon as I would open the doors, he would actually try to go right behind the branch, because basically what they do is they try to stay on the other side of a branch or a tree, so that you won't see them. And he was doing that, so I was like, it's obvious that he's not lethargic, so he's doing very good. He's just not eating, at least for now. Now, still, I wanted to make sure that everything seemed fine. So, I tried to ask around, to the few people that might be able to help me. And this is where talking to Cooper from Cooper's Reptiles, it was very, very helpful, because he did say the same thing that I already knew, but you still want to make sure. He was he told me that as long as he was fine, he's gonna eat eventually. And the next day he ate. It was just a little roach, but still he ate. And one of the things that I thought right away was, maybe, trying to hit him and having the camera right in front of him, maybe that's scaring him. So, so I didn't record it the first day that he ate. Now, I noticed that the day after that, he wanted nothing to do with feeders or with me. A couple of days passed again, and then he ate again. So that's where I kind of thought like, okay, so he's not the type of reptile to be eating daily. Now this makes sense because he's not very active. This species is more like, it's a lot like a beardy. Like they will basically just chill all day. And I did see him, like for example, once running around the tank. And one thing that I also saw, he actually went to his water bowl, and this is something that I learned from Cooper in one of his videos, where he said that even if they don't drink from standing water, they might try to go and just basically right there to get a soak, or soak themselves. So once I noticed that he would eat basically every other day, I also sent a message to John from Professor Herb, on YouTube, because I saw that he also got a baby voice for his dragon, and try to see if his dragon was doing the same, and he was, or she, it was doing the same thing. So right there I was like, yeah, this is something completely normal for them. So if for anybody else that ever gets a baby, just so it's completely fine. Now, like I said, the one thing that you do want to make sure of is that he's not lethargic. He's very active, he's very alert. That is, basically what you need to know. Because if it's not eating and it's, just closing his eyes, not moving at all, then obviously something is wrong. So one other thing that I did wanted to mention was the size of a tank. This right here, this is a 40-gallon tank, an Exoterra. And normally, whenever somebody gets like a little baby, they try to put them in the smallest tank possible. And I just don't believe in that. A lot of people say that they will get stressed. Like for example, as I was trying to figure out if it was normal for him not to eat daily, it's one of the things that was mentioned to me. It might be the size of the tank, and I just didn't believe it, because it makes no sense to me that just because it's a big tank that it's gonna stress him out. Now, if it was a big tank and it was half empty, then I would completely understand it. Now, this is something that I made sure that I did. I put a lot of branches. I put a lot of vines and fake leaves, and obviously I covered 3 sides of the tank. So doing that, and I still want to put actually more branches right in front of it. So all of this space for a little lizard that is like this size. By the way, this is Women, which he actually helped me in a video, so I will put the link right there. So all of this space for such a little guy, and I was telling him, and I was being told that that maybe the size of the tank was stressing him out. I just didn't believe it, and I don't know what to say. It's just something that I don't believe in. Like for example, all the people that say that whenever they get a baby leopard gecko and they're like put them in a 10-gallon tank, because something like a 40-gallon tank is gonna stress them out. I just don't believe in that. It's not the size of the tank, it's everything that you put in it. So I was right. You know, now he's sitting completely fine. It's been already a few weeks that I got him, and he's sitting completely fine. You know, he's still very alert, and you know, now maybe I took a gamble to, you know, to put him in such a big tank, but at the end I was right. So all of this, you know, happened in the very first week, and you know, I got a ton of pictures and a ton of videos, and you know, obviously I'm gonna share you know, some of those. So you know, after 1 week, I already know what, you know, I already knew what to look for, and you know, I already knew what to do. So you know, like I said, you know, he's sitting well now. You know, I'm making sure that I keep up with the humidity, and that's it. I mean, it's just, I actually thought it was gonna be way more information that I was gonna give, but you know, I just want to give you basically like how it is, you know, when you first get them, because like I said, you know, it was a little nerve-wracking to see that he wouldn't eat every single day, being, you know, only 3 months old, but everything was good, man. And you know, for next week, I'm gonna show you guys some of the feeding videos. I'm gonna still give you the you know, one right here at the end of this video, but for next week, I'm gonna show way more. So enjoy the videos of him. I'm still not sure, you know, if it's a he or a she, but if it's a he, then his name is gonna be Broly. Now, just in case you don't know, you know, who it is, it's a character from Dragon Ball Z. Alright guys, well that's gonna be all for me. You know, it was a quick video, basically just to give you guys an update on how it was, you know, the experience of first starting keeping him. Thank you so much for watching. You know, if you guys enjoyed the video, please make sure to give it a like, and you know, make sure to subscribe and turn on those notifications, because there's gonna be a lot of videos about him. Alright guys, see you next week.